The secret wealth ritual that changed my life. I was at my lowest point. My bills were piling up, my bank account was practically empty, and I couldn't see a way out. One evening, as I aimlessly scrolled through forums looking for answers, I stumbled upon a post about a ritual that supposedly manifested money. I didn't believe it. But desperation has a way of making you try anything. The post was oddly detailed. A candle, a piece of paper, and pure, unwavering belief. I wrote down the amount I needed, lit the candle, and visualized myself holding that money, feeling the relief wash over me. For the next few nights, I repeated the ritual, trying to convince myself that it would work. Nothing happened at first, but on the fourth night something strange occurred. My phone rang in the middle of my ritual. It was an old friend I hadn't spoken to in years. Hesitantly I answered. After catching up, they mentioned a business opportunity that had opened up recently. They were looking for someone trustworthy to help out, and I was the first person they thought of. Sounded too good to be true. But I agreed to meet the next day to discuss it. When we met up, they explained the entire concept. It wasn't just a job offer. It was an investment opportunity that required minimal work, but the payout was significant. Part of me thought it was a scam, but my friend reassured me, showing proof of how it had worked for others. Against my usual caution, I decided to give it a try. I invested what little I had left, fully expecting to lose it all. A week later, I checked my account. My hands trembled as I opened the app, bracing myself for disappointment. But instead, I saw a number that made my heart skip a beat. The amount had tripled. I stared at the screen, barely able to process it. Could this really be happening? I immediately called my friend, and they just laughed and said, "I told you it was worth it." Over the next few weeks, I continued to receive payments. The initial investment had snowballed into something far beyond what I ever expected. I paid off my bills, cleared my debts, and even put money aside for emergencies. But it wasn't just the money that changed. My mindset shifted. I started to believe that I could manifest abundance, that the universe was finally listening to me. I began practicing the ritual regularly, not just for money but for peace, confidence, and opportunities. One night, as I was performing the ritual again, I noticed something strange. The candle flickered wildly, casting shadows that seemed almost alive. A chill ran down my spine as I heard a faint whisper, almost like a breath against my ear. At first, I thought it was just my imagination, but the whisper grew louder, forming words I couldn't quite make out. I blew out the candle and sat in the darkness, trying to convince myself it was just my nerves. The next morning, I received a call from another old acquaintance, offering a freelance project that paid even more than the first opportunity. Felt like a dream. I couldn't help but wonder if that strange whisper had been a warning, or a sign of something deeper at play. The money kept coming in, and my life transformed almost overnight. But as grateful as I was, a part of me remained uneasy. Had I tapped into something beyond my understanding? Was there a cost to this newfound fortune? To this day, I still perform the ritual, but now I do it with caution. Because while I manifested wealth, I also awakened something I can't fully comprehend. If you ever find yourself desperate enough to try something like this, just remember, wealth might come at a price you never expected.